27? Look who I found. So we didn't talk last week.
No, we were busy.
That's good, because I needed you today.
Well, I'm happy to be here. Happy to show up. So
How's life treating you, Sydney? Did you survive last weekend?
I survived last weekend. Labor Day weekend was fun. I lived on.
Was it Labor Day weekend?
2 weekends, not this past.
Oh, yeah.
But last weekend.
That's
so,
right.
yeah, no, but I survived. How about you? How was your weekend?
Shoot. Jury's still out on that one.
That's fair enough.
So, we had a great talk when you came back into. It's like that lamp off of Shawshank. Hold on.
Oh, no.
It's like in my. But we talked when you got back. You went to Colorado.
I went to Colorado for the weekend, for Labor Day weekend, which was really nice. Yeah.
And all I could think about, because you went to Boulder, correct, is Joey Diaz, because he always Boulder, Colorado. You know, it's when he kidnapped somebody and
Yeah.
did a bunch of drugs and got arrested, became a comedian.
We did not have that interesting of a trip, unfortunately. Yeah. Our trip was a little bit more low key.
Was this your first time in Colorado?
This was my second time. I went before when I was a kid with my family, which was really nice. But I went this time with a couple of friends, and we visited some buddies that have moved out there, and we just hung out. We had a nice time. We enjoyed the trip and saw some mountains, which is the best part, and did some hiking, and just generally, screwed around Colorado. It was a fun time.
Now, I got to ask you, does the Coors Light come straight from that mountain?
I didn't see it. I can neither deny nor confirm, but
I was always told it was straight from the Rockies. That's why I drank the Coors Light. It's like water.
That's what they say. They say it's as natural as water, but what are you going to do?
So you would go to the Rockies again, but not by plane, potentially.
So what happened is I don't fly places, generally speaking. I'm a driver. I like driving. I'm not good at it.
You're
but
a very driven person.
Exactly. So, but this time we had such a short turnaround, so we decided to fly out to Colorado, and it was very nerve-wracking. I didn't expect the plane to freak me out as much as it did, but it made me really nervous. I don't know if anybody else is scared of flying. I don't know. Are you scared of flying?
So, this is going to sound awful.
No,
I have my own pre-flight ritual, so I'm never nervous. It's only fear, no factor.
Share it.
I may or may not go to Village Dispensary and eat a few edibles, and then I have my ride take me to the airport, and I'm good to go for an hour and a half. Nothing bothers me then. Now, if I'm coming back from a place and I don't have, one of those gummies to keep my stress levels down, it gets a little nerve-wracking, because I'm one of those people that can never prepare for a flight.
Yeah.
I've taken dozens of these damn things, and every time I know, pay for YouTube Premium for 3 days.
Yeah,
okay,
that's a good rule.
Download the videos, so that way you aren't sitting there, twiddling your thumbs while some guy's coughing on you the entire time. You know what I'm saying? So I always sit there like this. That's why I think that little gummy helps, because at least you can sit there in peace for 3 hours.
That's a great ritual. No, I
I'm being serious,
I needed a page out of your book, because I went in sober, and
never.
I think I'd be too nervous to go in unsober, to be honest with you, because I was so amped up. I don't know why, but I was so nervous about getting through security, and even though it went completely fine. Of course it was completely fine. But the whole time I was so amped up about going through security and checking in and making sure I got to the gate, and then once we did that, then it was chill until we got on the plane, and then I was like this new host of worries of just being on the plane, and oh my gosh, what if we crashed and all that stuff.
So the best plane story I have, seriously, is the Lionel Richie story where he held up our flight to Rome. That was wonderful, because I made sure I got a picture with him. But the other one, this was back when I was just going through a ringer of stuff. I mean, I was on brand new, when I took psych medicine for my OCD, and so I was on all this brand new medicine. So I'm freaking out in this plane, right? I'm like shaking my boots out. And this is 7 years ago when I, before I, got healthy and all that. So I'm sitting there in a plane and I'm like this. And then the most annoying woman I've ever met in my life. I'm telling you, I've never met a worse woman.
Yeah.
She goes, man, my anxiety is so bad today. I hope we don't go down, as I'm literally puking my guts up and having a massive panic attack. And she's like, do you get nervous too? Oh, no, I'm fine, honey. Just keep on talking to me while I'm sitting there about ready to puke my guts out and I'm having an anxiety and panic attack. No, your nervousness is totally warranted in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like getting run over by a car,
Yeah, sure.
Someone gets hit by a car and then you're going, one time a golf cart ran me over. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
how dare you? How dare
get
you
out
say
of here
that
with
to
that
me right
junk.
now? Yeah.
That was the worst flight experience I had.
Well, I'm so sorry because that sounds just like not only is that nerve wracking, but then you also got to deal with a stranger next to you talking to you, which is the worst part of
This
any
is
flight I
serious, you know?
discovered. So, yeah.
Honestly, the most scary thing was flying over the ocean.
I could see that being really scary.
I did not like it at all.
Yeah.
And now, granted, this was a long time ago, so before my ritual even started, so I was more than sober over that ocean, but I kind of slept through it. But
That's
then
good.
the compartments of the plane started to peel, like the panels started to drop down when we were going across the ocean, like just like the ceiling of the plane was like just started dropping down.
Interesting. I don't like that.
A little
That sounds
nerve-wracking.
terrifying. Not a fan of that.
A little nerve-wracking.
No, luckily we didn't have anything that wild happen, but there was like some turbulence and stuff like that. And all of that is just part of flying, you know, like that just is like how it goes. But sitting there, I got my book out that I'm like gripping, not even reading, just like holding on to. And I'm chewing my piece of gum and I'm just holding on for dear life as we get through this flight. So that's pretty much how that went for me for 2 hours.
How are your friends on the flight?
My friends couldn't care less.
Okay.
They were chilling. They were having a good time. They kept glancing at me to kind of be like, you good? Like, everything okay? And I had to be like, no, I'm fine. I'm completely fine. They got this under control.
Were they good flying partners?
They were good flying partners. We sat next. I got to sit next to them both times, which was nice because sometimes you just don't get to, right? So that was really nice to have a buddy. And they were great. We just kind of did our own thing.
Did you
on the
sit
flight.
middle seat or did you go the window?
I sat middle, which is fine by me.
See, I figured you would be middle seat in this experience.
Really? Why? What's
The nervousness was overtaking you. That's why you
fair.
sit middle.
That's true.
Because you don't have the flight attendant bumping you, and you don't have to look at the window.
That's a good point. Though it was beautiful when I looked outside. Like, don't
bet
get me
it was.
wrong, it was
I
gorgeous.
bet it was.
Like it was really cool. But definitely just the nerves. Once you got past the nerves, like once we took off, I was still nervous, but I was like able to breathe now. And so then it was like, oh wow, what a beautiful day this is. But up until then, it was just pure panic.
When I did, so was there like an in-flight movie or anything?
No, it wasn't that long of a flight, so nothing
long?
too wild. It was about 2 hours, so it wasn't really bad at all. I'm complaining. It really wasn't that bad, but it just made me nervous.
It just shows you how bad I am at geography because my flight to Vegas was like 3.5 hours. And I'm like, oh, Sydney's would have been a longer flight. No, don't think. Now that I'm
Not
putting two and two
quite, not
together,
quite.
now that well, the reason I asked about the movie is when we were going to London the first time, my dad is one of the loudest laughers.
Really?
And he was watching that damn Bad Grandpa movie with Johnny Knoxville, like when it
I hear
first
that's
came
really
out.
good, yeah.
Oh my God, he would. It was the loudest laughter I've ever heard in my life. Like the whole plane was just like hearing him laugh, and I could hear him through my headphones.
That's so funny.
But it's so funny because I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, stop laughing!" And then I start laughing. And everyone kind of watched the movie afterwards.
Yeah,
It kind of got a chain reaction going.
Nice. You guys set a trend.
Yeah,
You guys
he's the trendsetter. So you were, what's this alien?
So there is in the Denver airport. I don't know if you've ever been to the Denver
have not.
airport, but apparently
I don't like aliens.
No, that's fair enough. That's a hot take, but that's fair enough. That's me with an alien. Apparently in the Denver airport, it is known for having alien like memorabilia around. So in this case, they had like a statue outside of like the Voodoo Donuts. So we took a picture next to it. But because of this alien like stuff that's around and just kind of this like conspiracy that's behind it, there's this like theory that there's some sort of alien, like Area 51 element, like something hidden going on, secretive in the basement of the Denver airport. And I don't know if I believe in any of that, but I do think that the alien stuff was really cool.
I
so.
swear I saw this guy on Broadway last week. I am almost positive I drove by him.
Maybe, very possible. Yeah.
So what'd you guys do?
So while we were in Colorado, we spent a couple of days just walking around the mountains. So we went up to Rocky Mountain National Park, which was beautiful. Highly recommend that. We walked around Boulder, and we went to a nightclub
Boulder,
in Denver.
Colorado.
Exactly. It was just so fun, and we ended up going at the very last second. We went to a 3-story bookstore in Boulder, which I gotta say that has got to be the peak of like the whole trip for me. That was great, even though I couldn't buy anything because I didn't have room in my carry-on. But I was like, oh my goodness, this is the coolest place ever. So I got to go back. I've decided I've got to go back.
I think it's cool that you managed all this in a carry-on. That's veteran
you.
That's veteran air flight.
I was very impressed with
Wow.
myself. I'll be honest with you. I was very proud of myself. I did all of this with a backpack, and I was like, look at me go.
You know
I
what?
made it.
It's an art of packing. You're looking
Yes.
at someone that can pack 2 3-piece suits in a carry-on plus my 5 days of wears. I
That's
get
pretty
it.
good.
You
Good
got
for
it.
you.
See now,
Yeah.
do you do the bunching method where you like tie it up in a ball?
Fold it really closely.
But you put it in a ball?
You put it in a ball. I just roll it basically.
Yeah,
so,
roll it, and then you stack it into a ball, and you get multiple.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you.
No, you're right for that, and that's how you stack it in. And I had the least amount of things to carry through the airport. Highly recommend. This was so easy, so it worked out well. Had to squeeze it, but it's okay. We made it work.
Who's Fiona Apple?
Fiona Apple is a musician who I love dearly.
Who is Elliott Smith? Another musician?
Love dearly. Highly recommend. So highly recommend. But that was the thing. I'm on the plane and listening to like the most depressing music of all time.
Okay.
Like, that was because I will say I highly recommend both of these people, but they're very depressing musicians, and they're so good. But very much just sad.
Like Lana
sad
Del Rey
music.
Depressing?
Sort of, but like a little grittier, a little angrier.
A little more real?
A little angry. They're a little pissed off. It's kind of fun. But it's so I'm flying and having this like relaxing trip to Colorado while listening to this music, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, here we go.
So, believe it or not, in a couple of weeks, you can go to Piston Aviation and fly.
Yeah.
Learn to fly again.
That's awesome.
Would you do it?
Low key, all of this being said, I would totally take a flying class or whatever, because I think that would seem so interesting and so fun. So all of this being said, I'm a hypocrite because I'd totally do it.
So you can do that on the 27th with that flying. If you have a child, they can learn to fly. Or if you want to learn more about Fly Piston, listen to this 0 to Hero program. Normally for me, it's just 0 to 0. But this 0 to Hero program, financing's available for this. If you graduate with your pilot's license, you're paying this off within a year or two max. It's IFR to Hero available, where you could literally become a pilot and have a new career within months. I mean, it takes 5 minutes to apply. You call 636-328-3750. That's the phone number, or just go to flypiston.com. That's flypiston.com. Getting back to Sydney in the airport. Okay. Like how I threw that live.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
I figured I could do this.
Very subtle.
When I went to Vegas in the summer, I said my goal was to play the airport slots.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't even give a damn about the casino. I'm like, there's something telling me to play these slot machines at the airport.
Interesting. How'd that work out?
I was begged not to.
Yeah.
I did not play the airport slots, so I didn't lose, but I didn't win. Then I went to the Flamingo and the Caesars and all that, and I lost my ass on the strip.
Yeah.
But I was in the airport, and I'm like, I'm not going to do this. Well, guess what happened?
Let's hear it.
Someone hit a damn jackpot on a hand pay.
Oh,
I'm telling you, those airport slots do pay off in case you're ever out there.
That's good to know, because I was looking for things to do. There comes a point, once you finally get to the gate, you got over some of the anxiety of just getting through the airport. You sit down, you're charging your phone, you're drinking your coffee or whatever, and it just is like, now what? Because of course we're there 2 hours early.
Let me ask you this. Is it worse to be one of those people that buys $800 worth of lottery tickets and holds up the line, or the person that's got to take every damn article of clothing out of their bag, reset the whole thing, and then you're waiting another 10 minutes in security lines?
I'm gonna have to go. You know what? So rarely are you on a plane.
That's
right?
true.
So
That's true.
It's easier to get mad at the people at the gas station, but there's such a high anxiety situation of being in airport security in the first place that we had that kind of happen where someone in front of us was like taking forever to get through.
Oh my God, I go crazy. Get out of the line!
Could not follow directions whatsoever, and I was like twitching. I was so stressed out, and I'm like, please hurry up, let's go through this. So that was terrible too. So I don't know, both are like pretty bad on an intense level. What do you think?
I'm going to go with gas station.
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
You're right. It inconveniences me more.
And more often.
Let me ask you that. I got like a minute left here. Let me ask you this. There is no bigger snippiness than somebody at an airport. Like,
That's
so many
so true.
people are just ready to break at any time. You know what I'm talking about? You can just see it in the room where you're like, oh my God, all it takes is one no, and this whole line is getting ready to erupt.
It is wild how intense everybody is. And that does not, when you're already stressed out, that does not make it easier. So everybody is so wound up.
Oh, man. Well, I love watching those airport videos of, like, just couples absolutely unloading on each other, like the honeymoon's ruined and all this stuff.
No, that's my worst nightmare, I think, to just, like, break down in the airport. I was sitting in the airport, and I was sitting on the plane, and I was like, this might be weird, but I was like, this is a good place to, like, cry. This is a good place to, like, break down if needed, because it just seems like a liminal space. Like, nobody knows me. I could go for it here. And I didn't and for what it's worth, I held it together. But it just occurred to me that this is a place where emotions could run very high if you
That's how I
to.
feel about a hotel room.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I am like the worst. Because like it's so busy here. You can't really check yourself because of how fast things move around lately. So when you get to that hotel room during a trip, you're like, what are you doing with your life? You know, you're sitting here, you're taking time off of work, and there you go. There's somebody puking on the street next to you. What are you doing, CJ? You know, that's where I get with the hotel.
No, that's completely real. There's something very real about this. The chance to, something out of your normal life in a weird space, just the chance to break down.
If one listener said, Sydney, where should I go in Boulder? What would you tell them?
The 3-story bookstore, because that was awesome. But we also went to the farmer's market, which was beautiful, and vegetables and peaches and pastries and all kinds of great things. So I highly recommend.
Was it larger than Alton's Farmer's Market?
It was one street, and Alton's is a whole parking lot. So I will say Alton's is kind of winning. So
Just saying. We got it made here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sydney, thanks for filling some time with me, and get back to working hard.
I'm on it.
10:02, or now it's 10:03. We'll take a quick break. 67 degrees in downtown Alton. We just hit top of the hour. We'll come back, a little bit of a news brief, then Grid Solar after this.